What up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your boy Food Junkie again, coming back at you guys with a little video. Don't want much. Like I said, you saw the title. Much to do about nothing. I have a couple questions and comments and some questions, and then I'm up out of here. Not gonna be a long one at all. Just gonna be really quick and simple. Do we not realize right now that we're all in a recession? We got into this recession because there was during the pandemic and during the whole everyone stayed in the house, wasn't it? Everyone was clamoring for goods, things of that nature, which means that it was a rise on the demand of certain goods and things of that nature and stuff like that. So therefore, people thought that since people want this stuff desperately, let me raise the price. Now, the fact that we're somewhat out of the recession, not really, but I mean, not recession, the pandemic, really, but not really was not, you know, it is what it is. But during the whole pandemic things, whatever, the government was giving out all kind of money. They were just printing money, which means that there was more money circulating in the situation, which means that a lot of people did less for more during this time. If you were smart, if you were crafty, if you was whatever. What's up, baby? How you doing, Marie? Um, People became, in a sense, lazy. And in the sense of people being lazy during the pandemic because they was getting all this extra money, all those menial jobs that people used to have or did or took part in wasn't enough. So they thought that it was easier for them to not work and get all these government handouts and subsidies or whatever, which means it's putting the economy in more danger, which people don't realize that because if you have all this money and time, all you're gonna do is spend, which means that people are going to raise prices on things that you need and goods and services that you need. What's up, Chiquita baby? How you doing, sweetheart? So a lot of places are hiring. A lot of jobs that are hiring that wasn't hiring before. And not saying these big, huge corporate executive jobs and things of that nature, but the fact that people seem to think that, well, I don't have to do this little menial job. I can make the same amount of money sitting on my ass just collecting a check every month or every week, or however long people do it, is a much better option than actually getting up off their behind and working. So, a lot of places are hiring. A lot of fast foods, a lot of little jobs that people may not think they want to do, things of nature, because they want it to be, quote unquote, it doesn't look right. So, in doing that, um, I told you I had some errands to run earlier today, and I'm running these errands. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm crazy. So I go to one of the places I needed to go to, you know what I'm saying? And before go in, I saw a sign, as I see a lot of places that I do my running errands at, that said, we're hiring, which means clearly they're short staffed. If you have to advertise in your windows that you're hiring, you're looking for someone to help. You're looking for someone to walk by, say, oh, I need a job. Let me go in. Let me apply for this job. Hopefully I get it, this, and the third. So I go in. There are there are two people in the building looking for service. There's two different lines. I'm the third person that comes into the building looking for service. So I realize one person's being helped, the other person's waiting on someone to come help them. So let me get to the line that most conducively worked for me. So I got into a line where someone was being helped already. So I'm in line, whatever, just waiting patiently, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then someone comes in behind me in the line that I'm in. Then in the other line, three or four people came into the building and went to that line because they need those services. About 5 minutes into me waiting, because it was taking a little time, but I already saw that they needed help. I already saw that they were short staffed. I already know that, so during this time, I have to be a little bit more patient with the service that I get, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm hearing behind me, oh my God, there's only two people in this building that helping people out. And I'm just like, Lord Jesus, let me just imagine who this is. And y'all could think about who y'all think it was complaining, whatever, but it is what it is. I let that one just roll off my back. Then, about a couple minutes later, where's everybody at? Why is there no help? I'm still letting this. I'm getting more irritated by these comments behind me because it's like, why are you being impatient? Do you not realize that right now, everywhere, all over the country, people are having to wait longer for certain services and pay more for these services? So why are you being impatient? I'm thinking in my head. So the person then again says, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is going on. What? Why isn't nobody doing anything?" So I'm like, "Damn!" The all over the world, right, Shakila? And so I'm like, "Damn, patience, shit." And so no, first I said, "Damn," loud. So the person that was in help in front of me looked back like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. It's not you. Take care of you and your child, and y'all do what y'all need to do, however long y'all need to do it. It's just people that need to be patient. They know that everyone is there, and so this person, y'all can imagine. What's up, Catcher? How you doing, baby? But then go somewhere else, Castro. Castro, don't get me started early this afternoon. Don't be getting me started. So I'm like, people need to learn patience. And she's like, sorry, she. It was a lady, and y'all can imagine what color she was. She's like, well, they need to hurry up. I can't believe a multi-billion-dollar company like this can't only have two people working in a building on the weekend. I'm like, did you see the sign outside that said we're hiring, help wanted? So clearly, they're doing their best with what they got. Clearly, what they're doing is what they can do for what they got. Well, what's the other person that clearly handling some business? You have every opportunity to leave or wait in silence, like everyone else is doing. Well, what you mean? You're disturbing my peace. That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here trying to just relax and not think about the wait time and be patient. And I have you in the back of me breathing hard, huffing and puffing, and talking loudly, disrupting everybody, thinking that people are going to get on your bandwagon. Everyone else is willing to wait patiently for their services. What is your issue? Well, I have nothing to do with you, with your piece. Yes, you do, because you're talking. Shut up. Stop complaining. We all got to wait. During this time of need right now, during this time in this world, in this country, whatever, we all have to wait for our services and goods. It makes no sense that you think that you're so important, that so special, that people need to come in and just drop at your feet. This is the only business like this in this area. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. And everybody else was looking like, damn, okay, say it, say it, say it. Because, I mean, it was just, am I wrong? Like, am I wrong? Was I wrong, y'all? Because I just don't understand it. It seems there. Exactly. But this business was like, you can't work out of your home. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to send some stuff off, whatever. So it's a packing service. So it's like you come to these different businesses and different areas to get these things done, and you think that you're special. You're not special. I told you in real life, I'm the same way I am on here. When I choose to respond to something, it's because it's irritating me. And I'm the same way in real life. Shut up. I don't want to come into an establishment and hear you complaining about a choice that you've made. If you don't like what's going on, be quiet, turn around, and leave. But if you're going to stay here for this service, be quiet and let everyone else be quiet in peace. Talk with conversations or whatever. But don't sit up here and complain loudly, huffing and puffing, hoping to get people on your bandwagon to complain with you. I don't like that. And certain people realize why they are looked down upon, looked at as aggressive. I asked a question a couple months ago. What do you call people, or how do you address a behavior that is aggressive without saying it's aggressive? Because calling certain people aggressive is, oh my God, that's so wrong. That's so rude, because that's how people always think of us. Well, if you stop behaving aggressively, if you stop huffing and puffing aggressively, no one would call you aggressive. If you carry yourself how you want to be treated, opposed to how you're acting, people may treat you a certain way. If you see a sign on the door that says help wanted, we're hiring, so you choose to still go into the establishment, and the establishment is not moving as fast or as quickly or as swiftly as you may want it to, your recourse isn't to sit there and complain, trying to intimidate the workers in the establishment so they can move faster and rush people that's in front of you and have them feel uncomfortable. Your choice is to turn around and go to a different establishment. Life is about choices. Some choices may be limited, some choices may be dependent on your financial ability with that, but it's still a choice nonetheless. Either frequent or don't. Either patronize or don't. Either listen or don't. But to stand there in the middle of it and complain about it, and you're still making a conscious decision as an adult to still be there, is totally irritating to me. It's irritating, and then you're disrupting the entire piece of this establishment because you huffing and puffing, breathing loud, and complaining. Now, I could have been a little nicer. I could have been quiet. I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, my peace was also been disturbed. Just like if I'm in a restaurant and there's a crying child around, I'm going to say something. I don't care. Your child is not special to me. Oh, leave the kids out of it. No. If I'm paying money like you're paying money, I should be able to enjoy my experience. And that does not note that I have to listen to your crying child. You may not like it. It may not sound like the political thing to do, but it's still my right. I'm paying just as much money for my services as you are. I'm paying just as much money as my meal as you are. I don't want to hear no damn crying child. I don't have kids. So therefore, I should not be subjected to listen to anyone's crying child. Like it, dislike it. It is what it is. I can't enjoy myself in my space or in this space if I'm being disrupted by your complaining, by your breathing heavy, sucking your teeth because you're irritated or frustrated, you're impatient. I can't enjoy my space in this, my peace in this space because your child's running around crying. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? I need to know because, things like this irritate me. And I've been trying to be patient. I've been trying to be nice. I've been trying to be cool, copacetic, all right. But it bothers me because I can only enjoy my sanity so long before your complaining gets on my nerves. Because I don't need to hear your complaining. I don't need you to bring down my mood because you're in a bad mood or you're impatient or because you can't control or don't have control over your situation involving you and your situation starts to affect me. You don't understand that it's crazy. I remember one time I was standing at the train station or whatever, and a little girl, I guess, lost her gloves. You know what I'm saying? And she lost her gloves. And so her mom was snatching on her and talking nasty to her. That's real nasty. Calling her stupid. I ain't buying you nothing else. And how dare you? You know how hard I work for this, and just ridiculing this child in public. And I'm hearing this, and everyone is hearing this. Well, it's not, and everyone's looking at this lady like, "Man, you're doing too much. They're just gloves." So me being me, me being me. Is everything okay? Are you okay, ma'am? What's going on here? I said, girl, are you okay, sweetheart? I said, I love the kids. I love the kids, but I don't want to hear your crying child when I'm eating. But I love the kids. And I will always address the adult, not the parent. So I'm asking the lady, I'm like, ma'am, are you okay? What's going on? None of your business. Hold up now. You're talking loud. You're being very, very disrespectful to this young lady, to this little girl, and you're snatching on her, which is somewhat abusive over some gloves. And I told the lady, I will give you money to buy the baby some new gloves. But you shouldn't be disrespecting her and talking to her and paramount to abusing her in public like that. It's uncalled for. We all are watching you, listening to you, hearing you. Snatch this little girl, call out her name, call her stupid. And I know everybody else are on this platform, but that's not going to happen around me. Now, if you don't want the child, I can always call CPS and find out what's going on. But you shouldn't be talking to that child, treating that child like that in public. To me, it's all the same thing. There are certain things that how you, as an adult, that you need to be able to control yourself with and dictate certain things. And when you see something wrong, you shouldn't be afraid to speak on it. People get so comfortable in their own little world, like I'm quiet in public unless I'm hanging out with friends. Well, it's not weird in an environment that dictates and denotes us being silly and being loud and this and third. But for the most part, I mind my business. I want to be quiet. I want to get in. I want to get out as fast as I can. Not saying I want you to rush yourself, because I understand if things are going slow. But I want to get in and get out as fast as I can, or as fast as possible, with as little disturbance as possible. I don't need to be seen. I don't need to be looked at, talked to, gawked at, none of those things was not. That's why y'all see it's the same behavior on here. I don't need to come on here every day, several times a day. If I come on once a week now, that's okay with me. Or if I have something to say or to address, I'll talk about it. But I don't need to be involved in every single thing. When I do get involved, like I made a video earlier today about people who are in the beef sector talking shit about the beef sector because they have higher numbers than what they consider beef sector when all they do is beef themselves. Yeah. You're not better than me. Keep me with my 3 subscribers and I'm good. Keep me with my low numbers and all the stuff I do, as long as I can take care of my bills, I'm fine. But when I can sit here and act as though this is not where you started from, this is not where it happened at, it's just the same thing. Like, stop. I don't know. I told you, I'm a different character. I really am. And I've always been this way. I've always been different. I've always been someone who marches to beat of their own drum. But I don't understand how people walk around in public, live in public, do stuff in public, and act like it's their own personal, private environment. It's not. It's not. It's not your own private, personal environment. You have to be respectful of the world. And I don't know, I always say, be a great global citizen. Not just a good person, be a great global citizen, which means that you have to keep in account everyone around you. And then I had to apologize to the worker that was doing her best was not to get the what she needed to do for people. Was not, because I'm like, sweetheart, it's not about you. I'm sorry with it. All that breathing and sucking and being complaining and stuff, that really irks my nerves. And then some people wonder why they get treated a certain way, why they get looked at a certain way. And when people don't realize that I may not be that person, well, it's not, but the fact that we share the same skin color, people will look at me as if I am that same exact way. So although I was a little belligerent, what's up, girl? How you doing, sweetheart? Although I was a little belligerent, whatever, I still had to apologize, let her know it wasn't you, it's just a situation. I don't like that because it's irritating me. It's bothersome because y'all will look at me and think that I'll do the same thing, which I'm not. I'm very patient in public. Now, and I also know the power of my dollar, which means that once I get impatient, I walk away. Once I get irritated to the point to where I don't want to give you my money anymore, I walk away. Now, if it was a worker in the environment, I would have walked away and left the business and they would have got my money. But when you're a patron and you're thinking that everyone's going to jump behind, no, I understand that right now every place is hiring. You go to a restaurant, you're gonna have to wait longer for your food and for the service because they may not have other people in the kitchen in the back. You go to a department store, you may need help. You may have to go look for someone because there's not enough people working. Especially when I see a big old sign clear as day that says now hiring, seek within. You know, I understand that, and I understand the fact that a lot of people don't want to work right now because they think that what they're getting paid and what they think they're worth isn't they're getting paid for. Right now, I'd rather get paid a little something than getting wait on the government assistance. But that's just me. I'm a different type of person. I don't look for people to hand me anything. I don't look for handouts. You know, I'm not going to sell my soul or sell my moral compass for a free check or for a little bit of money, which people think consider are bags. If you knew what I consider a bag was, you wouldn't even use the word bag around me. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know. Was I wrong for addressing the situation? No, I could have handled it differently, but I don't think I was wrong because I'm tired of people thinking that they're special, thinking that they're important, thinking that they can't wait or they don't have patience in the public surroundings. I don't know. That's just me. I just want to vent about that. I said, didn't gonna be long. I had nothing to say. It just irritated me because I see it more often now that people are becoming rude to workers in certain establishments, thinking they can talk to people any kind of way, can rush people, can do that. No, you can't do that. I told you I'm a protector in my real life. I protect people who I think that don't can't fight for themselves. So while that worker can say, "Bitch, shut the hell up," stop all that goddamn breathing and sucking your teeth. Now I say all that too, but I told her to shut the hell up and be quiet and be patient. That could have been wrong, but oh well. I just don't like it. I don't like people, anybody with any type of power, abusing that power irritates me. It irritates me. And as a customer, you have a certain amount of power over the people that works there. And you still choose to try to abuse that, try to throw your weight around, throw your weight around with your dollar by walking away. Find another way to get what you need to get done. Should we know there's UPS, there's DHL, there's all kind of places. There's a post office open before a certain time on weekends. There's a lot of different places that you can go to get the services that you need to get done. You don't have to stay here. FedEx buildings and all stuff like that. It just kills me. Castro. That's my point exactly. That's my point exactly. You think I want to wait up there? My feet hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm still recovering from my procedures. Do you think I want to be waiting in line? No. I said a little silent prayer, closed my eyes, leaned on a little counter, and waited. Now, if I'm going through all this and I'm hearing all this stuff in the background, you breathing hard, sucking your teeth, and talking loud about what's going on here, hey, I don't want to hear all that. I'm trying to concentrate on making sure I can see what's in front of me. I'm not falling over. But I still cuss you out. I just don't like that. I just don't like that. Be respectful of the environment that you're in. And that's all part of being a global citizen. You don't know what's going on around you. You don't know what people are going through around you, what's not. You know, I just didn't like it. I just don't like it. And I hate people that do something like that. Like I said, anyone in power, like I said, I would never pick on someone that I thought was less than I was or weaker than me. I never do that because that doesn't show power. That shows weakness to me. That shows weakness to me. I would never purposely pick on someone or say something about somebody that I feel is weaker than me. Now I may talk some shit about you and cuss you out if you walk in here acting like you're not. But if I know that you're weaker than me and I know that you won't be able to do or say or can't do or say. Why would I do that? That doesn't make me strong. Like, that's the weak-minded people. I don't know. Y'all. I don't know. I just want to come here real quick to ask y'all that and talk to y'all about that because it kind of bothered me. Because, like, I'm seeing it more and more often. Like, every time I go somewhere where it's not, people's just being rude, people's being nasty. 'Cause even when I went to the do some checkup work on myself was not, the receptionist tried to get smart. Sweetheart, that's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. Don't tell me what you want me to hear. Answer my question. And she looked crazy. I'm not one to play with. I know how to talk to people crazy. I know how to talk to people nicely. But that's not what I asked you. Speak. Answer the question that I asked you. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, like, I don't know what kind of issues y'all have with us now, but y'all don't like it. It goes for everybody. And the thing is, I'm not just talking about customers. I'm talking about everybody. Even when you're doing customer service and you don't like your job, quit your fucking job. Do something else. You don't have to be there. It's a choice. Be like everybody else. Either wait for a check every month or go to something else that you want to do that you find more better. I don't know. I'm just different. Like, I don't be places where I'm not comfortable. I don't like doing stuff that I feel being forced to do. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. You know, these people are crazy to me. Customers and people. Well, this was just a customer situation. Breathe hard. What's going on here? One person working? Girl, if you don't shut up, I'm getting a headache. I don't have time for this. Anyway, y'all, let me come here really quick and ask y'all the questions. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, much to do about nothing. Just wanted to talk and vent for a quick minute. Once again, thank y'all so much for coming. Like the video if you don't mind. Um, yeah. Y'all have a great day. Until next time, it's your boy Food Junkie, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.